Meek Mill and P. Diddy did what? Every day there is a main story on the internet, and the goal is to never be it. Unfortunately, for P. Diddy and Meek Mill, they are the main characters.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
What is your thoughts on the Meek Mill situation? Because I like Meek Mill. He's one of my favorite rappers.
You want me to tell you honest God truth what I think?
Yes.
I think Puff and Puff that dick off of that boy. I think Puff dick off.
Rumors about Diddy and Meek Mill are nothing new, but things are getting messier now. There's a massive 73-page lawsuit circulating, packed with juicy details and eye-opening evidence. At the center of it all is Diddy himself, which isn't surprising. What's really got everyone talking is the bombshell T. Lee Rod dropped about Diddy's affair with Meek Mill. Who would have expected that? Meek Mill tried his best to deny the allegations, but new audio proof has surfaced, leaving him no room to deny it any longer. Producer Rodney Jones is the one causing a stir with this lawsuit. He's going after Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, with some serious allegations. He's accusing Diddy of running a next-level criminal enterprise like some straight-up RICO stuff. It seems like he was knee-deep in the mix on Sean's latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid. He was practically living at Sean's crib producing tracks left and right, so, he knows all the dirty details. And get this, he's claiming Diddy's been getting cozy with famous rappers and R&B singers. We all know Meek Mill's name was dropped when this lawsuit hit the scene. Meek didn't just sit back quietly. Nah, he was firing shots online. But he didn't exactly shut down those allegations either. Meanwhile, a clip of Nicki Minaj is resurfaced where she's dropping hints about Meek maybe not being totally straight up.
Okay, so... But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
And, she's also been dropping hints about Meek getting physical with her, which has fans drawing comparisons to the Cassie situation. So, let's rewind to February 26th, when the lawsuit was dropped. Lil Rod is accusing Diddy of some next-level crimes, like recruiting youngins to deal substances out of his Miami mansion, and using his connections to law enforcement to cover his tracks. And he ain't just calling out Diddy, but he's also pointing fingers at some big names in the music biz, saying they're all in on it. This dude's got hours of footage and audio recordings to back up his claims. But the lawsuit ain't just coming for Diddy alone, it's like a whole squad getting called out. We're talking Universal Music Group, their side Motown Records, Diddy's Love Records, and even big shots like Lucy and G-Ray in Ethiopia, H.T. Maria, plus Diddy's own Chief of Staff Christina Coram, and even his son Justin are getting dragged into this mess. He's throwing shade left and right, claiming that Diddy was getting a little too handsy for comfort. Imagine living with Diddy and having him get all up in your personal space without permission, and we're talking way beyond just invading your personal bubble here. Rodney even had to work in Diddy's bathroom, while the man himself was butt naked in the shower, according to Rodney's lawsuit. It's like something out of a horror movie. He's airing out all the dirty laundry, from Diddy's unwanted advances to trying to manipulate him into some shady stuff. Rodney's also spilling the tea on these secret rendezvous Diddy was allegedly setting up with escorts, and it wasn't just him involved. Rodney's spinning this wild tale about Diddy trying to rope him into some twisted relationship, even making him witness some shady stuff going down with Stevie J. But here's where it gets spicy. The lawsuit drops hints about some mystery defendants, and fans are playing detective, trying to piece it all together. They aren't named directly, but Rodney Jones left enough breadcrumbs for people to connect the dots. And word on the street is two of these mystery players could be none other than Meek Mill and Usher. In the lawsuit, they talk about this rapper and R&B singer, but they keep their names under wraps. But here's the kicker. The clues Jones left behind are like breadcrumbs on the trail. Check this out. On page 8 of the lawsuit, there's a snippet that's got everyone's jaws dropping. It mentions a rapper, redacted for now, chilling on Mr. Cumma's yacht, mixing it up with some questionable company. Summary item I reads, rapper 3 redacted on Mr. Coma's yacht, consorting with underage girls, sexers. Meanwhile, the footnote 3 states the rapper is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. And the footnote hints that this mystery rapper is none other than a Philly native who used to date Nicki Minaj and the R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a lit residency in Vegas. Sound familiar? So of course, the internet sleuths wasted no time putting 2 and 2 together, pointing fingers at Meek Mill and Usher. Let's start with Usher. Dude spilled the tea about living with Diddy back in the day at this spot called Puffy Flavor Camp.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
In
going
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and whores, like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
saying?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking.
Usher opened up about it, saying it was all part of the grind. But lately, he's been real careful with his words, especially when he talked about it on Club Shay.
Looking at this lawsuit, right? Little he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay and he mentioned.
And then there's Meek chilling by the pool while Diddy's hyping him up like nobody's business. Seriously, Diddy's calling him daddy and all that.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love it.
It's surprising how people haven't noticed this before. That video of Diddy calling Meek daddy and the other, where Meek is performing and eyeing Diddy, makes so much sense now. Plus, there's this pic of them rocking matching outfits. You can bet that set the internet on fire. As soon as that picture was out, it was all over the internet and the fans were loving it. One of them wrote, "They are never escaping the allegations now." And someone dug deeper, saying, "All I'm going to say is I know feminine energy when I see it, and Meek's body language towards Diddy is giving off a submissive, this my man type vibe, and the overall energy he's projecting is feminine. The fact that they're wearing matching outfits, presenting themselves as one energy like a boyfriend and girlfriend would, doesn't help either." Now, let's get one thing straight. Nobody is here judging anybody's bedroom preferences. No, the real deal is what Rodney Jones' lawsuit dropped. He's out here accusing Diddy of running some shady operation, pulling young blood into the mix with him and his industry crew. And that's where things go from spicy to straight up scandalous. Now, there are some serious allegations flying around about Meek allegedly getting physical with Nicki during their relationship. Earlier this year, Meek's ex-friend Dean spilled some serious tea, claiming he witnessed Meek and Nicki going at it, and not in a good way. He straight up said he saw Meek spit on Nicki during one of their heated arguments.
Get the arguing with this girl in his mall in his store because she told that I ain't paying your tag. Go get your money out hotel. He said I just got $2,000 on me. Like I can't borrow $6,000 or whatever many $1,000 it is. They arguing real bad. They get to calling each other all kinds of crazy names. This corny dude starts spitting on. I said, yo, you crazy. I told him right then and there, you lost your mind. Nut.
And if that's not enough, he even dropped a bombshell about Meek locking Nicki out of their place and leaving her stranded in the woods.
Meek Mill, tap in. If you from Philadelphia, man, y'all already know what's up with me and Meek, man. Man, I could put her out in the woods. We was always out Jersey somewhere in the woods. They could put her out the house, it's dark and shit. I had to go out there and get her. She cried right here. Am I lying, Nicki? Ask Meek's sister. She was there, and her baby father. He was there too. Am I lying, y'all? His mom was there. His mom, yo, I ain't lying. Yeah,
And get this, Meek's sister and mom were there too, backing up the story, and while Nicki never straight up accused Meek of anything, she definitely dropped some hints back in 2020, suggesting he ain't exactly Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to women. But hold on, it gets even crazier. Remember when Nicki and Meek were duking it out on social media? Well, Nicki dropped some serious hints about Meek's behavior, implying he's all tough with women, but scared of men. Meek, of course, fired back, accusing Nicki of trying to ruin his career. Nicki started the whole thing. She kicked it off by dropping a hilarious pic of Meek, captioned with, "Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. Bad built face ass obsessed with the queen." Then she accused Meek of some heavy stuff, like allegedly putting hands on his own sister. "You beat your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, kicked me in front your mother and sent her to the hospital sucking. Drake made it feel tough again, urging Meek to move on. But Meek wasn't about to take that lying down. Nah. He clapped back hard, straight up denying everything and even calling out Nicki's support for her brother, who we all know what he did. The only way you can try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Talk about your brother convicted rape, and you've been new and paid for his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too, you know. I know you want me to crash with your boyfriend, and I won't." He didn't stop there, though. Meek went in, accusing Nicki of trying to straight up ruin his whole career. "You sad? You willing to crash your man because you losing now and everybody in the industry know you a bad person? I knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you and surrounded by rape talking what stop playing. You picked a great time to be saying I ever put my hands on you. You full of hate and the whole industry know you full of hate and your bag getting low, so you want to destroy me." But Nicki had to say one last thing. Imagine talking about an alleged of a child to hurt someone who wasn't involved just so people can dislike me. You can never stand on your own. You won't tell people the mother is on tape asking me for $20 million to make the charge go away, though you was around, you know? See you soon. Now, it looks like Nicki Minaj has been dropping hints about Diddy's sexuality left and right, but nobody's been catching on. She's been low-key throwing shade at those undercover brothers in the industry, and now it's got everyone wondering if she knew something we didn't.
So how dare you talk about lowering standards? Excuse me? These lowering their standards, being with a for check and talking about and acting like this nigga ain't fucking playing the shit out of them behind closed fucking doors. I want you hoes to wake up. Wake up, hoes. No, but it's the truth. It's like, how dare you? You know what? Money cannot buy me happiness and good too. To freedom. Money can't, and a lot of, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of these people that y'all want me to be with be fake on the low gay, be abusive mentally and physically and verbally.
Check this out. There's this live stream clip of Nicki spilling some serious tea on Queen Radio back in 2019. She's vibing with Soulja Boy, and out of the blue, she starts talking about guys in the industry hiding who they really are.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do.
But here's the kicker. People are connecting the dots between Nicki's old comments and the recent allegations swirling around Meek Mill and Diddy. So did Nicki have the inside scoop on Meek and Diddy's alleged fling way before the lawsuits dropped? Well, now there's another video circling around, and allegedly it's audio of Diddy and Meek Mill during one of their, moments. And the internet is going crazy. Some can't believe what they're hearing. Others want proof that it's really them. One thing everyone agrees on is that it's really disturbing. I could have gone the rest of my life without hearing this. And if this is actually real, this is insane. Now, we can't know for sure, but even if it's the truth, Meek Mill will be denying it until the end. Now we've got Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, throwing his 2 cents into the mix. And let me tell you, it's straight up wild. Gene's out here spilling some serious tea, talking about how Meek Mill got mentioned in that lawsuit.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper.
But Gene ain't stopping there. He's spilling more tea, saying how back in the day, people already had their suspicions about Meek and Diddy getting a little too cozy.
Kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime 2 rappers or 2 people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, my man, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood whereas that he's dressing like, he dressing the same he dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy? I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. 2 men dress alike, it's just like 2 men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bro.
Remember when he tweeted this? D good as hell. And then everyone caught him following gay pages on Twitter?
It was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit, and he was searching for some online gay porn and all that other shit like that.
Meek was quick to fire back, saying, I would never follow a gay page if y'all real people and letting these computers control y'all minds, y'all done. But the fans weren't having it. Now we got you on video. You can't hide. But listen, Gene isn't trying to trash Meek or anything. He's just saying how all that money and fame can mess with your head and make you do stuff you never thought you would.
It's crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, you know, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something, get you. These guys never set out to do all this. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that.
But here's the real deal. Meek, Diddy, all these big shots, they never set out for all this drama, but somehow they find themselves right in the middle of it. This isn't the first time he exposed Diddy's affairs with other rappers. Remember Ja Rule and their suspicious hotel activities?
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the.
And now, fast forward to today, Meek's using the same playbook he used all those years ago with Nicki to defend himself against these wild allegations about him and Diddy. Meek Mill is not just playing defense, he's coming out swinging. Instead of straight up denying any involvement in Diddy's alleged shady business, he's going off on anyone who even dares to mention it. When DJ Academic started talking about those footnotes in Rodney Jones's lawsuit, Meek wasn't having it. DJ Academics, always stirring the pot, caught wind of the drama and decided to dive deep into those lawsuit footnotes.
It did not say Meek Mill's name. Wait. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Wait, what the? I forgot. Look, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sex. Of course, a rapper. 5, that's redacted. Look, 5. He's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Yo, Meek. we were playing around with that Michael Rubin shit. But if you don't, you've been tweeting about everything on planet Earth. If you don't get a Twitter rant saying you about to get Lil Rod killed, you about to shoot up his block, blow his mama's house up, this nigga is saying that you and Diddy were fornicating. What the
He directly confronted academics, issuing threats without hesitation. Meek responded to academics, warning him to stop playing with his name. Meek implied that there would be consequences when they meet in person. He criticized the way academics and others were discussing the situation online, expressing anticipation for their face-to-face meeting. Academics questioned whether he was being blamed for something mentioned in a lawsuit, denying any fabrication. He found it absurd that Meek would accuse him on Elon Musk's Twitter and promote a song. Academics expressed confusion and disbelief, stating that he doesn't think Meek is homosexual, but finds the situation strange. He found it odd that Meek used a lawsuit to blame him and promote music, suggesting that Meek could simply deny the accusations instead of resorting to such tactics. Meek continued to accuse others of trying to hinder his independent music career, insinuating that they were afraid of his success and attempting to sabotage him before his new music release. He criticized what he perceived as weak attempts to discredit him online, asserting that his music would prevail despite the negativity. Meek then attempted to dispel any rumors about his sexuality, stating that he is not involved in drug use or illicit activities. He asserted that no one would offer him drugs due to his reputation, and he adamantly denied any involvement in homosexual activities. Meek expressed frustration at being embroiled in drama related to a lawsuit involving Diddy, declaring on Twitter that he was prepared to go to trial to defend his name. He challenged anyone to find his name mentioned in the court documents and vowed to prove his innocence in court. Meek defended himself further, stating that he does not use drugs like cocaine or MDMA, and he vehemently denied any allegations of homosexual behavior. He expressed disbelief at the widespread dissemination of false information about him, suggesting that there was an agenda to undermine black men in the music industry. Meek announced the imminent release of his music and expressed interest in obtaining Ghanaian citizenship, citing his disillusionment with how America treats black men who don't conform. He suggested that Africa offers a better environment for him. Meek hinted at the possibility of relocating to Ghana, indicating that he might seek dual citizenship if given the opportunity.